Who did we ask last week? How did it go? What follow-up needs to be done? Those are the same 2 agenda items every week. They never change. What asks did we make? How did they go? What follow-up needs to be done? And who's responsible? And what asks do we have coming up? And same questions. Who's responsible? Who's going to do it? And it's an accountability tool, right, that many of you may not have right now. You may have long development committee meetings, or sit down with your boss for 2 hours and discuss all the gory details of the event and what's going in the newsletter. Those meetings are the kind of meetings that make you want to run screaming from the building. But this meeting is quick, it's accountable. Are we on track? Who's doing it? Who's responsible? All right, so you need to create your team for this weekly development team meeting. It's the only way I've found that you're going to stay on track and accountable and really get this done. The next tool I want to talk about is your Monday morning ask, right? So I love a Monday morning ask because it gets the asking out of the way. I highly recommend a Monday morning ask. Has anybody heard of Brian Tracy's book called Eat That Frog? It's a book about procrastination and ways to be more efficient.
The one on the cup is actually smaller.
It is. Thank you. It's not that, right. I just found that slide. This is not the cover of the book. Thank you for pointing that out. And I was actually surprised. I thought it was a Brian Tracy concept, but it turns out that he stole this concept from Mark Twain. And it is about getting your biggest, ugliest, most horrible task out of the way first thing in the morning in order to be more efficient and productive. Even as a seasoned development professional, I still get butterflies picking up the phone and calling that donor. It's nerve-wracking, right? What if they say no? What if they laugh at me? What if they don't even pick up the phone, right? There are all these what ifs, what ifs. If you're going to raise more money this year, you need to ask more. So if we're talking about approximately 50 asks in 50 weeks, an average of 1 a week, and yes, I know there's 52 weeks in a year, but you need 2 weeks vacation, right? So I only suggested 50, not 52 asks in a year, but an average of 1 per week. Listen, I know some weeks you're going to have 5 and then you're going to skip a week, whatever. But the point is an average of 1 per week. Get it out of the way on Monday morning. Now, listen, does that mean you're going to meet with donors on Monday morning? Probably not. But can you call them to confirm on Monday morning? Can you call them to schedule the appointment on Monday morning? This way, you don't have to be nervous or worried about your ask all week. You can write your newsletters, type out those thank you notes, deal with your database, deal with the website, whatever else is going on, because if you just spend 2 or 3 hours on Monday morning and do the ask for that week, you are going to feel so much better and raise so much more money.